What do you think makes a human being beautiful? There are many simple ways in which people modify themselves every day, such as fixing their hair, putting on makeup, painting nails, and shaving. Anything that alters a person's appearance can be considered a body modification.
Body modification has been around since the start of human civilization. In the Mercy tribe in southern Ethiopia, the people view their modification as a sign of beauty which can lead to a woman to get a husband, while in our society it can cost you a job.
One of the oldest body modifications that survived the trials of time are tattoos. The oldest known artifact of ancient tattoos would be Otzi the Iceman, a preserved body discovered in the Alps between Austria and Italy with tattoos on his body, which were believed to treat the Iceman's arthritis. Beyond Otzi's death in 3300 BC, other areas around the world such as Japan, Egypt, Central America, Samoa, and the Polynesian Islands have had their own history of tattoos and body modifications.
In mainstream media, celebrities have always altered their bodies, such as Mike Tyson, Lil Wayne, and Kat Von D. There are people known for their extraordinary amount of tattoos, such as Lucky Diamond Rich and Horace Riddler. Full body tattoos are just one part of the extreme. Certain people often undergo plastic surgery to attain the ideal look for themselves. Jocelyn Wildenstein, or the Cat Lady, is known for her cat-like facial features due to having extensive plastic surgery operations. Cindy Jackson is the world record holder for having 52 plastic surgery operations. Other forms of surgeries are usually seen as too extreme to the common average person.
How does the everyday person view these modifications? What do they think about the term body modification? Stepping into the lives of two individuals and their experiences regarding their appearances, as well as their family perspectives, it is time to figure out if there's beauty beyond modification.
Is this in reference to, you mean body modification then?
I mean, at this point, I think of all sorts of things. I never really thought of tattooing as so much of a modification. I always thought more about piercing and scarification.
Something different. It's changing your image.
It's pointless. It could lead to infection. It could lead to all sorts of nasty stuff. And it's ugly.
What do I think about modification? I guess anything that alters your appearance.
My name is Jolie. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Queens, New York. I like tattoos. I think it's a good way for people to express themselves. My parents, my mom, she's like iffy about it. She likes it, but she won't get it for herself. She's scared of it. She really doesn't see. She thinks it's unnecessary pain. My dad, he's all for tattoos. He loves tattoos.
My name is Joel Cummings. I'm originally from Trinidad, which is in the Caribbean, West Indies. I always like tattoos, tattoos are cool. I'm from Trinidad, I put made in Trinidad. The chest piece, well, the bottom here says my daughter's, the last one, the baby, whatever her name is. Yes, right, this is her. The top piece is a tribute to my mom who passed away in '96. That's why I got mom here, and this is like
she likes flowers.
She likes flowers. Got flowers, the feather, and some other stuff going on. This one is very painful.
My dad really wants me to get a tattoo. He's been wanting me to get a tattoo since I turned 18. He's been trying to drag me to the tattoo parlor.
No, I'm gonna just knock her out, and when she come to, she already have her stomach done.
Wow. At first he didn't mind where I got it, but recently I had surgery done on my stomach, so he would prefer me to get it done on my stomach over the scar. But I don't want to because it's in the center of my stomach. I don't see what tattoo am I gonna put there,
She had surgery a couple months ago, and she got a little scar here, so I think it would be cool to put some, some cool stuff around it. Yeah, you see, I would put some stuff around, maybe flowers going around it, like in a spiral thing, kind of to hook it up, So it'll actually turn something that's not that cool looking into something that is cool looking, So now people are gonna, if she's, on the beach, she's wearing a bikini, people are gonna look at the scar anyway. Now when they look at the scar with the tattoo, they'll be like, wow, that's really cool.
The scar means a lot to me because it symbolizes a big turning point in my life, and it actually reminds me of God every time I look at it or I feel it, because it reminds me to pray and stuff like that, because the whole experience with the surgery and everything was like a really big thing, and the reason I had surgery is because I had a tumor, and it was a rare tumor, so it was like a lot of, I would say I was pulled through a lot through it, and like even the doctors, they were, how should I say it? They didn't know how well the surgery would go, because it was like their first time dealing with this specific case of what I had. So, yeah, it reminds me of God, basically.
Her cousin actually, he's a tattoo artist. Might just have him come to the house. So, I'm, give him a little, some work, because he's finding his, his way, yeah. So.
And yeah, I've been doing tattoos for 3 years in Brooklyn. Grew up in Brooklyn whole life. Yeah, my cousin Jolie, her father wants to get a tattoo by me because, like, he took me for my first one. He took me to the shop to apply for it and all that. And now he likes my work and stuff, so he wants to get something done my week too. A lot of girls come in here because they got tummy tucks, or they just had a baby and it was covered with stretch marks and stuff like that. And it's really like, I did one chick, she had a whole tummy tuck. The scar was around her whole waist, and you don't really see no scar at all.
Alright, so I want to show you the scar, and you can see why I don't want to get it done, and tell me what you think about it.
Okay, it's right in the stomach.
Yeah. So I don't see the point in getting something straight down my stomach like that.
I think it would be kind of ill if it was tribal.
If it was tribal.
Me personally, I don't really like tribal.
Yeah.
I don't like too much tribal. Yeah.
Like
But you can do something really interesting and then kind of bring it to the side. Come down.
She's not thinking about it.
It's gonna be a lot of pain, because the ribs and the center of your back and like the inside arm is the most painful spots. Her nickname is Turtle, so I say put a turtle.
I'm sorry.
My name is Annette Okumbawa, and I'm 16. I decided to tell my story because I think it's important for this generation and the next. I think that society is brainwashed in terms of what is acceptable in terms of hair, and specifically in the black community. My mother put relaxer in my hair when I was 3 because she said that she wanted to make it pretty. And this is what black girls see this. When I was young and I would see these boxes, I wanted to be like the girl on the box. I just thought it was something that black people would just have to do, so I just dealt with it. Every 2 months, it was always the burning, it was always the sores on my scalp afterwards. But I just thought it was something that just black people had to do. This was actually last year when I was a junior in high school, in February. My mother never wanted me to go to the salon to relax it because, of course, she was cheap. So she used to buy the at-home kits. And she put in my hair that day. And that was the day that I just decided I can't do this anymore. That was the day that I actually cried tears. A couple of months later, I started to, mention to my mother how I wanted to cut my hair, just start all over, start afresh. Or at least I just wanted to have my natural hair, and she obviously shunned me. I literally went to the barbershop and I cut my hair, and I got a Caesar. And she saw it, and it was probably the worst I've ever seen my mother. She started rolling on the floor. She started having panic attacks. She started screaming, "I can't believe you cut this hair off. I spent all this money on your hair. I spent all this money on relaxers for your hair for all this time." And she started throwing stuff. She started crying. It was something that really caused a rift in our relationship. The hair that you were born with that's in your DNA. It's not good.
It's not like it's not good, but we are not meant to leave it out like that. Like when I was little, you can never have your hair like this because it don't look right. It don't make you appear smart. You look dirty.
The standard of beauty is messed up. The fact that you can only look beautiful if you have straight hair going downward. When I got to school, everybody was like, "Oh, is this a boy?" And I'm like, "I've been here for all this time. Like, you obviously know I'm the same person." But people, they were just saying, you know, remarks, and I think that it kind of made me stronger, gave me tougher skin, because I started to not really care what other people thought. But as I started to grow and, like, you know, the curls started to come out and my natural hair started to come out. And even to this day, it's been like a year and a half, I'm going to college, and she's still adamant about trying to fix my hair.
Beauty is unfixed. It is not set in stone. As we mature, most people develop a connection to self, making their own decisions.
So, the question is,
how do you define beauty?